Hello and welcome to another draft of Lorwyn Eclipsed here on the channel. Haven't been having that much success or love for the format, but we're going to keep trying. Let's take a look at this rare. 2 mana 6/6 trample ward 2. Starts off as a 1/1. Another creature ETBs. Remove a counter from this. So it's like a huge Kithkin payoff. I'm going to click on that. I like Silver Little Mentor. I haven't loved Lasting Tower Fire. I did try it once. Goat Nap looks very specific to a deck that probably never comes together. Notable cards in the pack. We could potentially wheel a Changeling or a Kithkin or a removal spell. Possibly the Guiltleaf's Embrace. If we end up moving off of Kithkin, we could backdoor into 5-color with like a Wicker Maw or something. But so far, my read on the format is that it's very much driven by rares and uncommons and being in the open archetype, which means you're a little bit on rails, and those rails can go off the rails very quickly. Okay, so with our first pick, we're very much incentivized to be green-white, and then we see blue, black, and red uncommons and rares. I do think Lockmare is very, very strong, so I'll take it as kind of just like a hedge. Likely these don't go together in the same deck almost ever, but we'll just keep taking rares and see what we're past. So this is a removal spell that can also disenchant if you blight. Note you need to have a target to blight it, so you can't just use it to blight enable willy-nilly. Overcosted Mind Rot. That can like pump up a creature, I guess, sometimes. Giant Double Striker. I don't know how playable the Giant stack is. Outside of these, I don't love any of these uncommons. I mean, I guess I could take a Pyrrhic Strike. It would go in a blue-white or a blue-green deck as just like the Destroy a Creature mode, and I guess that's okay. There's a common Kithkin, which is decent, but actually, you know what? Maybe I will take the common. We'll see. Oh, this is a good sign here. So these hybrid uncommons are very, very strong in their relative archetypes. So getting a 4th pick Eclipsed Kithkin is a fairly good sign that the people to my right are not in Kithkins unless they opened a Kithkin rare. Wretched Wretch is decent in a Blight deck. I don't know how often the Blight decks themselves come together. Marrow Skyswimmer is very good in a Merfolk deck, and we could potentially be a Merfolk deck, though I'm more inclined to make Kithkin work, given that we have a rare Kithkin and a common Kithkin already, and this is a very good uncommon. Let's grab that. Potentially could wheel this Crossroads Watcher, maybe a keep out, and I would play a Skyswimmer in a Kithkin deck. What is Glenn Alindra's answer? Can't be countered. Counter all of the things. Make a 1/1 for each thing countered. It's basically counter and make a 1/1 for limited purposes. There's a good Merfolk common. I'm going to consider this a Kithkin / Merfolk common. Let's see. We have some kind of filler Elves. Elves is just never open. Like sometimes you see these random fillers, but you just never see the actual payoffs. I think I'm going to take the Sun-Dappled Celebrant here. Again, try to stay on path for Kithkin. Wow. It's an uncommon elf, which can be pretty good. We're still seeing a little bit of Merfolks, but we also are seeing a Kithkin. And a couple blue cards. I think I'm going to just take the white card here. What? Okay. So that is interesting. We have Assert Perfection and Eclipsed Elf in here, which is a pretty strong signal. There's also a random filler elf common. I'm going to take this Eclipsed Elf. I could still play the Kithkin and Elf deck, though it's a lot worse. I could still play the Bristlebane Battler and Elf deck. It's not that much worse. But that is a pretty big signal. Now here, there's a Dawnblessed Pennant, which I don't love. I mean, I guess it's okay at getting like the commands, like the named rare commands, but other than that, it seems pretty mopey. Moonsong Aria, I'm fairly convinced is unplayable. Scar's Blade Malice is decent. I think probably you want that over the Dream Caesar if you don't have Blight payoffs. Okay, so now we wield Guiltleaf's Embrace, Wickermaw, and Chomping Changeling. I'll take the Chomping Changeling. It could nab some removal spells. It could nab some problematic rare enchantments. And it can go in the Elf deck or the Kithkin deck. Oh, wow. Kithkin Advisor. Wearing Cinder? I don't understand these draft tables. Because now we're seeing good Merfolk, good Elemental, and really strong card that's also a Kithkin. Pack 10. No, here's a pretty solid Elf. I don't know how good this Vivid Undercurrents is, even in the Vivid deck. Seems like it's too late. Okay. And we did wheel this Kithkin, and so it does seem like green is fairly open. Both Kithkins and to some extent Elves. Decent point. So we still are going to have kind of our choice of direction to go. And now we open another Kithkin rare, which can pump out 1/1s and mana ramp. That's pretty good. I think we're going to end up taking that. Morkant's Eyes is also very good. I think I'd rather try the rare over it, and we also still have, I think, a better Kithkin start than Elf start. We could potentially wheel... I don't know. We could play a Reaping Willow. It might be hard to cast. We could wheel just another filler common Kithkin, very likely. I wouldn't mind playing maybe 1 or 2 random tricks. If we end up wheeling that. Could also play like an Evolving Wild. Let's pick up this rare. So let's get rid of the blue card. We're definitely not going to go blue. Now here's an Elf rare, which is also a bomb. Is it possible to go Elves and Kithkins? Huh. Well, this card seems pretty good. Obviously, you can get blown out, but it's like a stronger Hunt the Weak. Spiral Solitude's decent removal. I feel like we take the rare here, and I know it's kind of awkward to straddle Kithkins and Elves, but honestly, most of our Kithkins don't depend that much on the word Kithkin, other than Eclipsed Kithkin. Maybe we could see where we go. And now here's a Mutable Explorer. Interesting. The Mutavault token ETBing doesn't trigger like creature ETBs, but it is a go wide kind of thing. We also could take a Luminal Hold, but I'm going to take the Shapeshifter and count as an elf. Actually, maybe I'm supposed to take the Druid for curve considerations. I don't know. Now we have an Informant, we have another Druid, we have a Spiral into Solitude. So between these, Eclipsed Elf is going to be a little bit hard to cast without fixing of some sort. And I am leaning much more towards white-green. So let's get rid of the Scarblade Malice, actually. And I think... I mean, I wouldn't mind this Lysolana Informant. And I want some amount of removal, but I think I kind of want to take the Druid here. It can ramp into some of this stuff. And it could fix. Hopefully that's not a big mistake. Oh, now we have a Kithkin Lord. Okay. So we're definitely primarily Kithkin. We'll see if we end up cutting the Elves. It does seem possible. Huh. I mean, Prisma Basher is very good. I think we'll take it over the Mist Meadow Council. Now we have another Mist Meadow Council. Okay. Oh. We have all sorts of Kithkin here and a Blossoming Defense. I mean, I think we're going to want a lot of cheap Kithkin. So far, like in terms of important creatures to protect with Blossoming Defense, I mean, Bridget's pretty decent as is Champion of the Perfect. There is a chance I don't play the Champion of the Perfect. Oh, wow. Morkant's Eyes also wield? The Elves and Kithkin just wide open. I mean, I don't think I could play Morkant's Eyes, which is pretty sad. It's just the green card in the sideboard here. So we're definitely Kithkin. We could have been Elves, but we have like multiple rare Kithkins. Yeah, I could play this Lithalon Informant. Nice. Last pick Kithkin. Ooh, Emptiness. So 6 mana, 3/5, double white to reanimate a 3-drop. That's pretty good. Otherwise, there's Thought Weft Imbuer. Oh, Kithkin Exalt. Kithkin Exalt is very strong too. I wonder if this is better in a Kithkin deck than Emptiness. Emptiness is 6 mana, 3/5. I mean, it'll be pretty nice to buy back like a Bridget or something. But this is like pretty game winning, I think. Wouldn't mind wielding like a luminal hold. Flock Imposter's okay. It's a shapeshifter. It could rebuy Miss Meadow Council. It could save a Lord. It could rebuy Kithkin or an Eclipsed Kithkin. Let's start making a maybe pile here, because I mean with Kithkin this open, it's not that necessary that we end up playing these elves, even if they're good elves. Go click on the imposter. Take another council. Maybe I just do take another council. How many councils? It's too many councils. 4 mana, 4/3 draw cards. Pretty strong. Alright, I do like picking up a 2-drop here, just to kind of help our curve a little bit. It's also pretty good. Works pretty well with the Exalt Kithkin thing. This is the copy triggered abilities, right? I don't know that I have that many triggered abilities. Well, I guess I have the Miss Meadow Councils. I have the Crossroad Watchers. I don't know. It doesn't seem... I have the Bridget, but... It doesn't seem like these triggered abilities are that worth stretching my mana to play that. Maybe here we pick up Blossoming Defense. We're at 26, so yeah, we can cut these elves. Alright, I think the Gallant Foul Knight's pretty good here. Ooh, Klachon Festival's very good over Luminal Hold. Assert Perfection. Yeah, Klachon Festival is going to work really well with like the Thought Weft Imbuer and the Lord. Another Prisma Basher. Wow, Elves was just super open. But we definitely saw better Kithkins than Elves, so I don't regret the choices we've made. I think I'd rather have a Prisma Basher combat trick. Oh, there's a Luminal Hold and a Pummeler, but Pummeler's generally going to cost 5 mana in this deck. Actually, it can never cost less currently. So let's grab the Hold. Wow, another Hold. Just wide open. Do we want this as a trick? Trample and Indestructible's nice. This does take care of problematic permanents. 24 creatures. We'll take this. Keep out. I don't know that we're going to play keep out. I feel like we're going to be the aggressors. Maybe we cut a random elf. Maybe we cut the naturalize changeling. Cut another random elf. I think we're going to cut the Muta Vault Maker. I don't know. Is that card good? Let's see what 17 Lands has to say about that. What is it called? Mutable Explorer? It's not that good. If I filter to... Still not that great. Okay. So... yeah, we have one more cut to make. I don't know that we have a way to make these Prisma Bashers give +3 to 3 things. So I wonder if maybe the second one's not that good. Kind of like playing 1. Seems like a decent finisher. All right, let's run it like this. Welcome to round 1 here against Large Brandon with our Kithkin deck. A little excited to try this. I haven't got to play Kithkin yet. That being said, we're going to mulligan this. And... honestly, not a ton better, but I don't want to go down to 5 necessarily. I mean, we're an aggressive deck. Are we supposed to go to 5? Oh, I guess I could have cut this safe right cavalry, but it's not bad. It's a reasonable threat, even if you're not an elf deck. You can think about that. I think for now, I'm going to keep this. I'll actually put back the cavalry, because I'd rather go Crossroads Watcher into Mist Meadow Council. I hope I draw a 2-drop. Well, I drew a 2-drop. Unfortunately, it has a white pip. Not the best starting hand here. It looks like we're in the mirror, although they have a swamp, so not exactly the mirror. All right, we're going to be able to start attacking here pretty likely. We've got Leaf's Embrace. We have another follow-up Crossroads Watcher, so they don't have a block here. Well, I guess we're just going to Mist Meadow Council. Let's do that. And then happy to trade off Crossroad Watchers here. That's a good draw. Yeah, they don't want to make the trade because they want to hit back for 4, I guess, here, or more. I think we could race. We have Guilt Leaves. Oh, they have that. Oh, yeah, that's good. Pitiless Fists. Very important to keep in mind. God, that's so game breaking. Oh, interesting. They're leaving that one back. So we could offer a trade here. Let's see. We have 5 mana. We can go Saltbuff Lieutenant into Crossroads Watcher. I don't think they're going to block. They're not going to block. Then we probably just want to play both and get the extra +1/+0 out of it. Oh, it's actually, I guess it's more than that, huh? Okay. So, 7 here, which they take. We're definitely in an interesting situation where if they have like another fight spell, we'll be in trouble. But if not, I think we can get a lot of pressure through with these 2 combat tricks. Oh, well, that was brutal. Their black-green Kithkin deck kind of outperforming us here off the back of the way these cards lined up. That's a good draw. It also means at least one of these Crossroad Watchers gets to attack. That's a good draw. So if we don't want to die next turn, we have Blossoming Defense, so it's going to be hard to die. If we attack with all 3 of these, this is 9, 11. So they can't just eat the Thoughtwealth Lieutenant. Which means if they trade here, they have to lose their Crossroads Watcher. So yeah, I think we could attack all here. Because they have to put their Crossroads Watcher in front of one of our Crossroads Watchers. Actually, maybe that wasn't the greatest attack. Maybe I could have left the Lieutenant at home, because they would have had to make that block either way. But, I mean, we're left with a much better board than them. Unless they have a really strong follow-up play. Yeah, we got it. Okay. We'll see you in round 2. Well, before we go to round 2, if I kept back the 2/2, I would have sent for 11 trample, or threatening 11 trample. They still would have had to put their good creature in front. They would have been able to attack with their 2/1, but that wouldn't have been great for them. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't have sent the Lord. But either way, we won, and we had a good follow-up play. So there's an aspect of keeping the pressure up and not letting them turn their card jar sideways. But I think in general, it would have been better to not send the Lord. Yep, we'll see you second round. Welcome to round 2 here against Zeems. It's like 483. We have another tough starting hand. This is like the entire top end of the deck. I think we could do better. Alright, this is a little bit better. We do need to draw green. We're going to get rid of this Prisma Basher because it's too far away. So this turn, a white 2-drop, like Eclipsed Kithkin would be the best draw. Oh. Now I guess Forest would be the best draw. Or maybe Brigid. Yeah, Brigid would be really good, actually. Oh, they got their Eclipsed Kithkin. We did find Forest. So, not a point in doing that first. Do we want to play this one first? I guess we could play the Reluctant Dune Guard. And then we'll just not send the Gold Meadow Nomad. And this way we could start growing the Dune Guard. Oh, no play. Okay. Like that. So, we know about Mist Meadow Council. They could have, like, the Death Touch, make an elf spell very easily here. They could also have the enchantment that gives indestructible. They could also just have a minus, like a removal spell that gives a bunch of -1/-1 counters. So I think if I'm going to play around any of them, I want to try to at least strand their mana. So if they have the removal spell, then that's fine. If they don't, then I get to strand a bunch of their mana here. Oh, they had Midnight Telling. I guess that's another thing I could have considered. Yeah, maybe I should have sent the 3/3. Now we have this interesting tension between, like, can we send the Dune Guard? Like, play this, send the Dune Guard as a 4/4. Not a whole lot of merit to that at the moment, so we'll play land and we'll send this threatening activation. They could double block and take my turn, but I think I'm okay with that. And I don't think I want to Luminal Hold Mist Meadow Council. It's not that big of a threat at the moment, and also could get really blown out if they kill the Luminal Hold. The question is, if they attack with a council, which one would I rather block with? I mean, I might just not block, take it, Luminal Hold, or Liminal Hold their defender, and or their whatever big follow-up play is, and swing with everything. Oh, they have Pitiful Fists. Pitiless Fists. That card's been owning me. Maybe I should have taken it. Okay, so now if we Liminal Hold, we can't play the Celebrant. If we play the Celebrant, we don't even have an attack anyway. So we can Liminal Hold that and attack for 9 or for 8, which is pretty good. Alternatively, we could play the Celebrant. I think I want to do the Liminal Hold line. It's not as mana efficient, but it does enable a huge attack that they can't block very well. And I do want to kind of keep the pressure up if possible. I guess I used the wrong mana there. Thanks a lot, Arena. If I end up stranding a mana here, what can you do? Classic Arena. I only have white activated ability, white card in hand, and it taps me out of white. Alright, we got the big hit in. We'll see if we can keep our foot on the gas here, or if we have to take off and rebuild a bit. Okay, well that's not great. So I guess we could play the Celebrant. Do we have any reason to hold lands? I don't think we do. So I think we just play the Celebrant and smash with the 2 4/4s. Or I guess it's not going to be a 4/4, but so I could also send the 1/2. If they have a way to kill one of my attackers, the 1/2 just gets eaten. So I think it's not that relevant to send it. We'll see if they have some kind of trick here. It does look like a trick. But if they use their trick to make their 4/4 eat my 3/3, then my 5/6 is going to have an easier time getting in. Or it's just a good trade for me mana-wise. Alright, we're able to continue pressuring, which is good. Obviously, they have 5 cards in the hand to our 0, which is not good. Another Safe Right Cavalry. I can buy back something with that. So that's a good draw. So I think we want to give the Celebrant trample. Now we will attack with everything. I mean, if they have a trick, that's fine. But the 5 damage here is an important breakpoint from the 4/4 and the 1/1. And no, they just take it. All right. Good game. See you in the next round. All right. Kira Tessa the Brilliant. We got a little bit of a win streak going on here. Let's see if you can put an end to it. It'd be great to start a game with 7 cards, but it doesn't look like we're doing it this time either. 2-0 despite mulliganing in every single game. This is a pretty good hand. So I think we could safely put away the Sun Dappled Celebrant. We have a great curve otherwise. We draw a 1-drop. That would be sick. They have a 1-drop. Oh, they also mulligan to 6. Play Forest here. So next turn, our turns are pretty scripted. I don't know how interesting it is. I guess the only decision is if I put a Plains or a Forest. I think we can put the Forest. They're unlikely to have any discard with Plains Forest in play, so we'll hide the fact that we're white. Although it's not hidden that well considering we have a Kithkin in play. Okay, we are potentially going to be able to pull ahead here. I think we'll attack first. If their play is Guiltleaf Embrace, we have our own Guiltleaf Embrace. If they just take 2, we'll play Brigid. Next turn, I can opt to transform it, at which point I'll be able to make a lot of mana. Pretty good. I guess if they have Destroy a Creature with 3 power or greater, well, they don't. So, yeah, it's a pretty good start. We'll keep taking 2 off this feisty Spikeling. Ooh, that's nice. Good for them. We want to chump here with a 1/1. It effectively costs me a mana to do so. But next turn, assuming I don't draw a land, they want to flip this, and they'll have access to 2 mana. Tap this to add another 2. So we can make a good follow-up play even if we chump here. Follow-up play won't be able to block that well, which is a problem. I think we're going to take it because I want to be able to offer the attack with Brigid. Although now, no. I'm not going to attack. I realize I have to tap. So 3, I have 5 mana here. If I play... I guess it's not really a great way to do any of these things. Oh, I mean, I could give it Vigilance. Yeah, that actually seems pretty good. I give Bridget Vigilance and attack. And if they block with the Thought Weft Imbuer, it dies, which is pretty important. If they don't block, then I get 4 damage in. Are they figuring it out? They figured it out. Okay. Now we'll play a Mist Meadow Council. I think at this point, we'll use the 1/1 to chump. Oh, that's a great card. Or great draw, rather. Although I could also Prisma Basher. Send a pretty big attack. I mean, I have so many cards in hand. I think I want to start preserving life total here. And I can generate a lot of value, too. I don't think I could send Brigid. I could send Mist Meadow Council as a 5/4 Vigilance. I wouldn't mind trading that off for Crossroads Watcher and Gold Meadow Nomad. I currently can't cast Prisma Basher, but if I draw a land, I can. Although if I don't draw a land, I have access to 5 mana. I don't really have a good 5 mana play. Okay. Did I miss the opportunity to tap it? I think I did. I mean, I guess I just don't have to flip it. I mean, if I was going to tap it, I'd have access to 3, 6, 7 mana, which could go like Watcher plus Luminal Hold. Otherwise, if I do flip it, I have access to 2 mana. Oh, I could still tap it. I can tap it and flip it. Okay, that works. So now I have 5 mana, which I guess isn't that relevant. Play another Metal Council, I guess. Yeah, let's keep drawing cards. And we'll send a 5/4. We have a chump blocker if we need it. I don't mind trading off resources here. They're very resource starved, and I have a little bit of a resource engine here, plus a full grip. Should have this one fairly in hand. Yeah, they're now in chump mode. I think it's the chump twice, which is nice. Is it a sorcery? Oh, it is a sorcery. Okay. Yep. And they can attack. Oh, they can attack with the Trampler now, but I can block it. Oh no, it's plus. It's gonna be pretty big actually. Oh, they're just sending the first striker. Okay, yeah, I'll just jump it. They could give it trample, but I don't die to that. I mean, if they have a Guilt Leaf's Embrace, that is. So this turn, pay 1 to flip Brigid. We have we have 7 or 8 mana, depending on how we sequence things. Like we start with Brisbane Battler. Oh, and a Nomad actually. And then this has to add white or green. I guess we'll just add green. So we can play both of these. Then we have 2, 4, 6 mana. We could play Prisma Basher. That's pretty good. Send 2 giant Mist Meadow Councils. Yeah, I like that. So let's play this. Oh, I played it in the wrong order. Should have played this one first. Whoops. Oh well. No. Oh, there's only 5. Why did I think it was 6? Okay. Well, I guess we're not going to play a Prisma Basher. So do we Luminal Hold now? I think we do. Get rid of the Thought Weft Imbuer. It makes our attacks better and makes their attacks much worse. Personify. Oh, nice. They flicker it. Decent. Still got 2 life. And now that's a 5/3, which doesn't matter much. So, listen over to Kithkin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can make this an 8-power Trampler, but that's not a huge deal. So, let's send 5/4. 4/3 doesn't really matter. Alright, I'm happy about that trade. Now we could just chump with the Gold Meadow Nomad. I do want to go into full control here because I want to flip this off of basic lands, not off of itself. Oh no, I guess I have to tap it to flip it. Or before I flip it if I want the mana. I can also just not flip it. Flipping it does generate value. Oh, it's my priority. Whoops. Well, these flip cards are one somewhat interesting thing about the format. I'm not worried about that. I want to play Prisma Basher here. This will be +2, +1. This will be 5. Send both of these if I Prisma Bash. Or I could just make that thing way bigger. Oh, this is pretty good. Take that. I'll play this. We have loads of First Strikers. They don't have any good blocks. If we send everything, they have to block a few things. We have a few blockers back, including a token. Yeah, I think we just send everything. I guess sending the Surly Farrier wasn't that good. Because they could just block it with the 05. They could chump the Mist Metal Council with a 1/1. They could take 5. Maybe having 2 more blockers available would have been better. Oh, that's interesting. Did they not realize that first strike? Whoops. Alright. Another win. We both mulliganed, so I won't complain about the mulligan. Nor will I cede them any complaint equity. Yeah, that was a difficult one to navigate. I'm sure I played suboptimally, but at least I got some reps in with Rigid, and we'll see you in the next round. Heading into round 4 here. We've got 3 mulligans and 3 wins. Let's see if we can keep a 7 and continue the wins. This is a keepable 7. It's not great. That being said, I don't think we can realistically mulligan this. I mean, we have potentially powerful sequences, and we draw a 2-drop. The hand's insane. That is not a 2-drop. Well, we still have one more hit at a 2-drop, or one more look, I should say. Oh, Vivid Deck. Okay. Also not a 2-drop. Our dreams of 2-dropping are shattered. So what is this? Kithkin Knight. That's a decently strong one. What are we starting with here? We're not going to be able to block this for a long time. Hopefully they're not going to hit us for 5 every turn. I guess we'll start with the Reluctant Goon Guard, and then next turn we can play a 4/3 and take a counter off of it. Wow. They're just playing like ramp into big Kithkin, and we're playing a regular Kithkin deck where we didn't draw our small ones. Unfortunate that. So what do we do here? We could play Thought Weft Imbuer, which means this gets to attack for 5. And we get to block this. They play a creature, we hit down to 10. At some point, we'll want to block the Bristlebane Outrider. Currently, like, the only thing I have that can block it is the Miss Meadow Council. So maybe I just play Council. Oh, and offer a double block. I mean, we could get blown out. Is a Vivid deck the kind to play combat tricks? I don't think that's generally the case. And I also don't think we want to be attacking quite yet. So let's just play this over the Imbuer and sit. And hopefully we can piece together some defense here. Interestingly enough, I'd expect the Vivid deck to be more of the late game deck than ours. But at present, it doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, do they have something? Oh no. Jeez. Why did they pre-combat that? They could have blown me out. I probably would have gone for the double block. Alright, here I definitely need to block something. And this Bristlebane Outrider should hopefully run out of attacks pretty soon. What are we going to do here? We can go Eclipsed Kithkin into Klachan Festival. None of that blocks the Bristlebane Outrider, so we could end up going down to 5 here. Alternatively, we could hold up Embrace, but that doesn't even make this kill that. I guess we kind of have to double spell here and hope that they don't end up with something that can make their guy a 5/5. And then we'll play Crossroads Watcher, I guess. What's our next turn look like? Our next turn we have 6 mana, so we can go Klachan Festival into Guilt and hold up Guilt-Loose Embrace. Let's play this. I guess this can block the Noggle Robber if we have to take another hit from the Outrider. Well, we do have to take another hit from the Outrider. Hopefully it's not a big one. Okay, they don't have that yet. They only have green, red, blue. I don't know why they called red on the Shimmerwild's Growth. Now they have +1. And they get to hit for 5. We will block here. Just need to stem the tide somehow. So now if you play Festival into Guilt-Loose Embrace, we don't even have a block for the Outrider, so we just die if they have a creature. I guess we play the Permabasher. If they have a removal spell and a creature, we die. If they just have a removal spell, we don't die. We send for 4 here. I mean, I don't think we're going to win because we hit for 4 here. So I think we just have to try to stay alive and then hope they run out of gas. And then if they do run out of gas, we can win with Klachan Festival, Thought Weft Imbuer. Right now, we just need to live. Can I live? That's a good one. Wow, Glen Ledger Guardian, huh? We might be in trouble here. They could just kill us with the flyer. And also that can counter the Guilt-Loose Embrace. Is that a flash? It does have flash. Okay. Nightfall can kill our lieutenant. We can hold up Embrace, I guess. Wow. Yeah, pretty good. We are just getting destroyed. This doesn't give reach, unfortunately. How do we win this game? Wow. Hits don't stop. Doesn't go face, right? Just a creature. It's gonna be hard to win this. I mean, do we even have a way to deal with the flyer? Liminal hold is the only way. We don't have lifelink to race it. Yeah, I wonder if we should bring in some kind of reach creature. They can't remove the counter unless they have a spell. I think I'm going to let that happen. There's Liminal Hold. So if I play the Festival, that might bait them into countering it. Also might not, because like if they counter it, then they have a lethal flyer. Oh, we don't even have the 4th mana for Liminal Hold, so yeah, we're just dead. Oh, let it resolve. Okay. Thing. Yeah, just got destroyed by this Bristlebane Outrider. Good card. Alright, yeah, we're done with this one. See you in the next round. Alright, 3-1. We are undefeated in games where we've mulliganed, and we've lost every game where we didn't. So, make of that what you will. This is a keepable hand on the draw. Obviously not ideal. I did make one change in between rounds. I added a keep out, and I shaved on a Gold Meadow Nomad. Nomads don't seem all that impactful anyway. I mean, they're good with the Thought Weft Imbuer, and like, you know, the Sun Dappled Celebrant and stuff like that, but not all that great. So I think going down to 2 is fine, and adding in another piece of interaction in case there's like a flyer that's beating me down. Opponent's on 6. Well, that is a fantastic draw. Really ties the room together. Ugh. I guess we have an answer in hand for that. It's just going to cost 6. Hopefully they can't make that turbo go off. Snap off this land here, and I can look at the spells. They attack here. I mean, I guess I could block. It'll take their turn to do whatever they're going to do. And this Kithkin's kind of served its purpose. They could have... They attack. They're probably just representing Get Leaf's Embrace. Which is good on a Ward Trampler. Alright, didn't have it. Now you can't attack. Mist Metal Council's good. Play a 3/3. That's it. Very Farmer. Okay. I didn't end up with any of those, but I think I like my creatures. I like my 3 drops better. Dune Guard is also acceptable. Can't attack with this Battler. They surveil to the top, so they probably have a land there. What are we doing now? Because we could play the Imbuer, and we could hit for 6 with the Watcher. We might get hit for like 7 on the way back, though. But then the following turn, we could play Plachan Festival. Means we could hit for like 8 or 9. Alternatively, we could just play hit a Mist Meadow Council and try to keep hitting land drops. I think that's probably better. Not a land drop. I will attack with the Watcher. I'm okay with making the trade for the Farmer. So next turn, good one. They're stuck on lands. Next turn, I probably play the Thoughtweft Imbuer. I will block. Oh, no longer. Well, I could double block the Battler, which I'd still be happy to do. Oh no, it might be a. Oh, I still block it as a 6/6. They're gonna spread this around to try to get multiple good attacks. I mean, I have one good block no matter where they put this. Like, they can't really send the Battler unless they're willing to trade it for damage. Oh wow, they are. Okay. So I'm happy to make this block now. Sure, I take 9. But it's not going to be 9 long. I do have to stop attacking here. Kind of crazy how they're beating me down with such mana efficiency. I guess we could play an 0-5. Doesn't block amazingly, but blocks decently. Or we can liminal hold the Lieutenant. And then we still end up taking 4, but we have blocks on everything else. We really need a land. They're crushing us with 3 lands, which is insane. I don't think my curve's that high. I mean... Alright, let's play this. I think we're going to get rid of... Honestly, probably just the Doom Guard. I don't think they're going to be making that many Thoughtweft triggers per turn. So this should be able to hold back a couple damage at least. Did hit a land. Oh, come on. Oh, alright, well. Take 8, I guess. Are we just dead? I mean, if they miss on creatures, we can chump things. Max punished. They sent an 8-power Trampler. And not hitting land. All these turns is brutal. So options are play a 4/4 or play an 0-5. I mean, if we play an 0-5 and just like chump a giant trampler, it's no good. If we play a 4/4 and chump a giant trampler, it's no good. Essentially, I think the only way we could win this game is if they don't have a creature in hand. And if they don't have a creature in hand, then they don't have a trampler. And if they don't have a trampler, we can chump something. If we're going to chump, what are we going to chump with? I would prefer to chump with this. But it's not a great use of mana. I think we're going to play this. And then we can offer the chump on the Watcher. And really need to hit some land drops. Oh my goodness. If they have a creature, we're just always dead. Oh, good game. Our opponent had less lands than us and still destroyed us with us being stuck on mana. I'll see you in the next one. 3-2 now, heading into round 6 against Minsk and Boo. Wathohook. Maybe the secret is we're supposed to mulligan. I don't think I want to mulligan this hand though. If we get stuck on land, we're obviously in trouble, but I don't think you're supposed to mulligan 2 landers when you have a 1-drop. Those past couple games were brutal. So maybe that's how our opponents felt in the prior couple. Oh, of course. Remember when I said I wasn't enjoying this format? And then you just lose to bomb rares and curve outs? The number of games that are just decided by your first 10 cards is very unsatisfying to me. Alright, luckily we hit a land. So let's play Brigid. And then maybe next turn we can play the Gallant Foul Knight or the Thoughtweft Imbuer. Probably the Thoughtweft Imbuer. Do they have a fight spell for the Brigid? Or removal spell? Brigid. I guess what this deck is missing is more interaction, like cheap interaction especially. Adding Keep Out was good, but having access to fight spells would be pretty good. They had the Pyrrhic Strike. That is how that goes. So here we'll just play the Mist Meadow Council, because that can block the Figure of Fable. Figure of Fable of Destiny. I will send everything. There's no way they block. And then next turn we could play the Imbuer and send a very large Mist Meadow Council. You're gonna find a land off Eclipsed Kithkin. Card's so good. Did they miss? How do you miss with this card? How do you reveal 4 cards that are not Forest Plains or Kithkins? What are they doing with their deck? I'm boggled by that. Okay. Let's stick to the plan here. And a large Mist Meadow Council. Pretty good. That is a great spell, by the way. More of a merfolk spell, but obviously you play it in any white deck. So now we could send a Gold Meadow Nomad with 4 power, holding up Guiltleaf's Embrace. Or we could pre-combat a Foul Knight or something. I like having access to 5 mana. That means I'm more likely to play Doomguard next turn. Let's play the Foul Knight. Send this. A 6 power first striker. Take a chump. That is acceptable. And then next turn, if we draw a land, it'll be really big. Because we can go Doomguard into... Oh, they have Luminal Hold for the viewer. Alright. Pretty good. Luminal Hold, sorry. Do I have enchantment removal main deck? I guess I have Keep Out. There. Just right in time. Right on time. Okay. So I guess we'll play... only when this one enters, right? Just play Cavalry. Probably play it post-combat though, so then I guess we'll just send the 3/4. We'll trade it for 2 things. I don't think we're going to use Blossoming Defense there. Like this. Pass turns, they don't see the defense. Hopefully Arena Tells don't give away our Blossoming Defense. Nice auto passing. So now this threatens hitting for 6. I think we'll do. Question is, can we also send a 3/4? I mean, I guess we could send a 3/4. I don't mind trading it for the council. We also could Guiltleaf's Embrace it. I don't know how much we want to do that. You'd rather save that to potentially get a blowout. Can't target that with this. I mean, I guess I will embrace it. I don't know if that's smart, but it does keep the pressure up. Now the question is, do I play the Doom Guard or do I hold up Blossoming Defense? I think I want to hold up the Blossoming Defense, because if I get to attack again with both of these things, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So I'd rather potentially blank a removal spell than just playing a 2/2 that's not going to do anything. Obviously, stranding mana is not ideal, but if I want to pressure them maximally, the 2/2 is doing less than countering a theoretical or hypothetical removal spell. They can attack with that. Actually, I guess I could just double block it. I don't care about these creatures that much. They don't have an onboard way to do anything about it, right? No, they'd have to use a spell out of their hand. Yeah, I'm okay with that trade. So this can become a 4/5, which is not good at blocking either of my threats. It's gonna cost 6 mana to get her up to 7/8. They do have 6, but they have to invest the 3 first, which they'll probably do this turn. My window to win is narrowing rapidly. Play Forest. Send both of these. They could double block the Foul Knight. I mean, they're not blocking with the figure, right? That would be insane. I can make this a 6/6. I could make it an 8/8, but that's not all that interesting. Okay, the double blocking there. Blossoming Defense wouldn't save it, so let's just let it go to damage. And now they have a 7/8 blocker if they tap out. Play this. Play this. This is close. I need a piece of interaction this turn, or some way to force through damage. If they're going to block Safe Right Cavalry and eat it with a 7/8 protection from me, I need to find another way to force damage past the Great Forest Druid. Currently this is 4. If they block the Dune Guard, I only get to deal 3 damage, so I have to hit something here. Prisma Basher off the top would be great. Oh, they're just main phasing it. Okay, that's fine, I guess. They have a way to give lifelink? Yeah. Alright, well. This is the part where we flood out. We have 8 mana. Costs 10 to fully upgrade. So they block that, they block there. We can eat the Great Forest Druid, but then we just have no attacks anymore. Yep, we just sit here. Now we have to find a way to go wide enough around the figure to win. And hope they don't have lifelink. Prisma Basher would still be a great draw. We could blank a removal spell easily enough. Clatch Festival would be decent. Luminal Hold would be fine, just to force damage through. I mean, unless they have a follow-up here. I don't have a way to give Trample, do I? Not currently. I mean, I guess the Prisma Basher is the only way. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to win from here. It's like Prisma Basher off the top right now or bust. And it would have involved them attacking with the figure. All right, yeah, that's it. I guess we're gonna end up 3-3, and we only won the games that we mulliganed. See you in the next one.